And yeah, guys, welcome to the channel. So yeah, graduation journey. I'll be talking about. So essentially, this video now will just be essentially around the experience around my graduation, and how I plan to have a normal, quiet graduation, and that ended up trending across South Africa, and also what happened after I trained in South Africa and how that training helped me, and what I've learned from that situation at the end of it. So the whole thing starts to briefly for my graduation. I really didn't plan the graduation as a whole. I just knew I was graduating. That's then, and the only thing I focused on for the graduation was that I just needed to have my family in the graduation, which was we couldn't invite how many people we wanted. So it was just basically me and my little brother, my mother, and then her husband. So that was the people that are at the graduation, and then yeah, and that was that. So upon graduation for me, I really didn't have any fancy outfit. I didn't think about an outfit. I didn't think about a suit. I didn't think about these things because at the time I really couldn't sort of buy those things or get those things. I just wanted to graduate. That's all I wanted. I wanted my degree. You guys need to give me a certificate, and then that's it. So then, okay, yeah. So the day comes. Get my family. We get there. We're waiting Jameson Hall. I think it's now Sarah Batman Hall. So went there. Graduation, and then we went outside to take pictures. I just took some few pictures on the graduation, which was just me. Of me, I took pictures of my little brother. I took pictures of me and my mother and little brother. And so then after graduation, I took those pictures. I posted them on Twitter. You know, the whole thing on Twitter starts to trend. So after like few retweets and quotes and comments, your phone start buzzing. So I just muted that whole tweet of my graduation. I posted the pictures also on Facebook. I posted them on Facebook because at the time I had locked my Facebook to not allow people to share my pictures, so most people could just comment and congratulations and whatever. And that was like the end of it on that day. And then I saw it trending on Twitter, but because it was just trending on Twitter, I had muted my notifications, so I really couldn't see what was happening relating to that Twitter until I had people trying to contact me outside Twitter. There was also people that were contacting me on Twitter, but there's people that were calling me, and then there were people that were, you know, talking to my family at home, and people were looking for me. You know, everybody was just looking for me, and I couldn't understand why, because, well, like, I didn't do anything as wrong as far as I'm concerned. I didn't do anything wrong, and I was just living my life. Graduation was over, and then that's it. And then what had happened was that there was another person, which is Brasiavuya. So he sadly passed away recently. I think this year. That. So what had happened was that he took those pictures. You can see on his post. He took those pictures from Twitter and he posted them on his Facebook profile, and he actually he posted how inspired he was about this whole thing, and then it was very like a motivational post, and how people can make it, if they put their effort to it. Poverty doesn't sort of determine where you're gonna end up in. So yeah, I mean, it was a really good post on my side and also on his, and that was the post that really trended because he was more public on his side, and he started trending, and then And then he also linked my Twitter or my tweet post on his Facebook. So people who just click on that Facebook post of his, and then it would direct them to my tweet. And that's when people started like blowing my phone and calling me and telling me what I need to do. People were trying to help me like financially. People were trying to help relating to those things. And then from that, it was crazy. I think last time I checked, I think the post was like maybe, I think it was like 30,000 likes or something along those lines. With just many people just commenting and liking the picture. And then from that, I also got to meet BBus Sci, and then I also got to meet another Brai, which is Wazu, I think Brakuma. So I also got to meet him, and they sort of helped me a lot during campus. So man, like I also got connected by another bursary because of that post, and that they really helped me as far as postgrad was concerned in some funding. And yeah, man, and then like it was hectic. This whole trending for me, because for me, like I really didn't plan. Like I said, I didn't plan like a trending worthy graduation. I just wanted to have a graduation, and I was happy, and then that was the end of it. And that ended up being like the graduation, like in that year, I think it was 2017. That was trending in South Africa, which was for 2016. That was for my undergrad. And yeah, man, and ever since that happened, I've seen people, because now the whole thing happened in graduation, it was trending, whatever. So now people, what they do, I'll show you guys the pictures if I can link them below or have them along the video. People will just take that picture and they will post it. They know it's an old picture. They know it's not going to do much as far as helping me or people concerned. They post it because they know it's going to trend. And now they see the picture on somebody else that it's got so many likes, it's got so many shares, and then they will just take it. And then after taking it, they will post it, and then they will just say, "Oh, inspiring," and then it's going to trend again. And then somebody will also see that picture, and then they're going to take it. They're going to see, so many likes, so many shares. They're going to take it and post it, and then it's going to be, inspiring. And then it's going to trend again. So like almost in sometimes some years, I will just see that picture, just trending for no reason. So people do take that picture and still use it. Obviously not the way I intended to use it when I posted. I was sharing, I was happy with my graduation, and also how BBus, when he posted it, he didn't just post a picture, man. He was genuinely happy about the whole situation, and I actually got to meet him. So I got to meet him. He drove to campus. We met, and he told me about this whole graduation thing. And then how everybody looking for me, because for me, I didn't know that to what extent was the picture trending, because I had muted my notifications. I was like, okay, I'm done, graduation is over. I already had assignments and other stuff going on at the time, so celebration was over for me. So, but when I met him, I actually got to understand and how this whole thing actually went about. He explained about how the picture started trending, and people were like contacting me, like how, hey, do you got a job? Do you got funding for your postgrad? What are you doing? Are you studying? Are you working? So a lot of people came together to try to help with my situation at the time. And even the people that were there at home, because the people that were calling people at my house, and then they say, I know him, he stays here, and whatever. And then they will just come and they will tell me how somebody's looking for me, those stuff. So man, for me, that day for my graduation, It really meant a lot because yo man, it was just so hard in undergrad because at some point it's very difficult to see graduation when you're going through your undergrad. You might even think maybe it's impossible to graduate because they all say UCT it's easy to get in and it's just hard to get out. You get there with your marks and then you find out hey, getting out your marks aren't really helping you. So to get out of UCT and graduate was really challenging for me. And then yeah, I didn't expect to have those trending graduation pictures, which was fine, man. So I think there's like every now and then those pictures will resurface. People will just post them and they will start trending again. And then yeah, I don't know like why people still post those pictures for whatever reason. Maybe they just trying to get maybe I don't know engagement for their accounts or whatever. But like how I feel about those pictures now, I still feel the same way I did when I took those pictures. I was happy, man, because graduation. Because I didn't even have like a photographer for my graduation. I just graduated and I had a phone, and I used it to take pictures, and that was the end of it. There are some pictures that they took for us at graduation, and then they just like, oh, you must pay. How much? Oh, it's like, so I might get those pictures, but I'm gonna have to pay for them in any case. But yeah, man, like if you see those pictures trending, man, hopefully, I don't know why people repost those pictures, but it just have the same effect in Nigeria. You post them, they start trending, and then like we are happy, whatever. So yeah, that's just been my experience of it, man. But yeah, it was very quick graduation for me. It really meant a lot. So yeah, man. So I'm hoping to have people come in and share their own graduation experience and how they felt about that day and how they plan on actually making sure that a lot of people actually get to experience those days of graduation. I mean, especially now at lockdown, graduations are not the same as we had those times. But yeah, I mean that's basically in a nutshell my graduation, and how it happened. And yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, thanks.